Eden Sher, you're probably wondering why you're looking at a blank screen right now.
I am. I miss you. Where's your face?
So Eden and I have been setting up for the past 5 minutes, and I said, I'm not turning on my camera because Eden, I have something to show you. So I'm going to move my mic away. I'm going to reveal myself, and I can't wait for you to see just what I'm wearing. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay. It's a Jeff Probst shirt. It's a Jeff Probst Survivor shirt. It's incredible, right?
I'm stunned. I'm speechless. Where did you get this?
Well, okay, so I saw on TikTok, it was kind of serendipitous. I saw Kelly Wentworth on TikTok. I follow her on TikTok. She was promoting it. And then literally 2 days later, Cameron was like, I have a surprise for you. And he got me the shirt that I saw her promoting 2 days ago. So funny how life works out.
Okay, I am so happy that I'm pretty sure unless he's doing it in secret now, Nick does not, my husband does not listen to the podcast because I'm gonna get him that for Christmas.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
No question. You need to send me, or camera, whoever, just send me a link. That is what I'm getting him. No question.
It's incredible, right?
It's so, I want one for myself.
He looks good. It's all the different eras of him too. We've got like current, we've got when he first started out. We have everything.
Wait a second. Is Survivor on Wednesdays? I'm just realizing this right now. It's on Wednesdays, right?
Are you not watching?
Of
Sure
course
is on
we're
Wednesdays.
watching.
Oh,
it's on
you
Wednesdays,
are. Okay,
right?
yes. Yeah.
No, of course we're watching. But I just realized yesterday we were like, oh my God, we put the kids down before, they're down well before 8. Let's watch Survivor live. Usually we watch it the day after. And we were like, oh my God, it's not on tonight. It must be because of the World Series. But I'm just realizing it was just the wrong day. Right?
Also, I'm watching the World Series. Baseball's the one sport I keep up with.
Yeah, really?
Really? Did you watch it at all last night?
Oh, we didn't watch it all because after we were like, it's done.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm
Mookie
tired.
Betts, the right fielder. Did you see this moment where he goes and catches a ball that would have been a home run, or he like got it, but then the Yankees fan literally grabs his glove and pulls. One fan's holding his arm this way while the other fan like reaches into his glove and pulls out the ball. It's absolutely crazy. They're Yankees fans, and little Mookie Betts is like, what is going on? That's not okay.
That's super not okay. Was it like a foul?
No.
Did they get something? I guess that's not
I'm sure they got kicked out and maybe fined or whatever. But this is not about the Dodgers. This is not about Survivor. This is about ABC's The Middle.
Yes, it is. Sometimes it is. How do we do this? How do we transition, Brock, from Jeff Probst to The Middle?
Well, Survivor is in its 46th, 47th season, something crazy.
Yeah.
It's 47th season. We are in season 1 in our recap, and we happen to be recapping season 1, episode 14, The Yelling. And Eden, no guess. How was that? Was that good? Was that good?
Not your best.
Okay. You know what? Put a pin in that. We'll do better next time. We'll do better for 115. How about that?
I am always shutting down. I'm sorry. I really am, though. Always like, Brock, you could have done better. Meanwhile, I'm over here, lazy McGee, never writing a single cold open.
Well, that's okay. And that's why I love you. You're the talent. That's what you are. But we're gonna recap 114, The Yelling, and Eden. Every guest we have is family, but today it's just you and me family. It's the home family.
It's the court.
No guest
it's
today.
the court too. It's just us, and I love it. So all that and so much more. So Brock, let's get to middling.
Don't tell me what to do.
Welcome everyone to Middling with Eden and Brock, where Brock and I break down an episode of The Middle each and every week.
That's right. I told you I was having a little bit of a morning, and so I have my 3 juices. I have my green juice, I have my coffee, and I have my water. So I have myself set up for success.
You have let's just start with, you have your green juice, and then you have your grown-up juice, which is
The
what
iced coffee.
we call coffee in
A Stoke
our house.
cold brew. Yep.
Ooh, nice. And then you have your life juice, which is what
My
I
life
call
juice,
water
which is-
when I'm hungover.
And
So
I'll
very
tell you
nice.
why my nerves are so shot is I think I texted you. I told you about Kevin, the guy at Honda. So
Well, you didn't tell me about
I-
him. You told me you were like, "Oh, let me text you after I'm done with Kevin." And I was like,
Yeah,
"Okay,
wait.
okay, Kevin."
Kevin, such a little shit, Kevin.
Oh,
Okay,
Kevin.
so I blocked out Monday because as we saw last week, my car total destroyed all the things. Geico though, fantastic. I'll be getting like a chunk of money. They're paying out like because I leased a car for the first time and that's the one that got destroyed. I had no idea how it worked, but
course.
they buy out the rest of the lease and then there's still I don't know how the money works, but it works so there's still a little money left over coming back to me. So that's what I was able to use for a down payment, which was great. And then the monthly payments for the new car. So I'm at Honda and they lured me in. Honda, okay, I have a bone to pick. Downtown Honda by USC. They put on their website, they're like, this lease special for 2024 Honda Civics. And I give them a call and I go, oh my God, great. How many Honda Civics do you have on the lot? I can be down there tomorrow. And they're like, oh, we don't have any 2024s in the city of Los Angeles. And I said,
What?
Then why are you advertising it on your website? And they go, we have plenty of 2025s. And I said, I'm sure I can't get that same lease special. So thanks so much. Like, wait. Of course they are. Like, just come down here. We'll make it work. You saw that special online. We'll make the numbers work. And I said, okay, great. And I've been through this before. I was proud of myself, I've got to say, because I now I know the game. I've bought a couple of cars, at least when I've gone through this process a couple of times. So when I meet Kevin, he super nice, doing all the things, and he said, "So what are you looking for?" And I said, "I understand you're the 2025. You told me on the phone that you could get me to that number, or 2024s. You could get me to that number with a 2025." And he said, "Yeah, let's take it for a test drive." And I said, "Great." And getting the car, that took a whole long time, but that's how it goes. And so we park, and I said, "Great, it gets me from point A to point B. That's all I need." And so he comes back. I'm looking, the lease special, what was the number? And then the number he came back at me with the monthly, he was like, "So we can do this." It was literally double. And I said, Kevin,
we need to talk about Kevin.
yeah, we need to talk about Kevin. And so then I looked at him and I said, that's out of my price range. I said, I'm so sorry. This whole thing happened. So I'm looking for that number. I was told that would happen.
Was he not informed about your situation? Did he already know? Like, what?
Oh, I told him over the phone, in person, during our test drive as we're driving around USC. But then, so after he gave me that number, and I said, that's not going to work for me. And so he said, well, what could work? And I said, Kevin, I said, I get it. I was like, I'm so busy. I was like, I have so much to do today. And I was like, I know you're going to we'll go back and forth a couple times. Then you're going to bring out your manager. And then you're going to go back and forth with me a couple times. I was like, I get it. You're a business. You're trying to make as much money as possible. I totally understand. But I was like, my car got totaled. My life hasn't shifted. Therefore, my budget hasn't shifted. And so this is the number. And if we can make that work, fantastic. But if we're not going to make that work, I didn't return my rental car for a reason, because I'm totally prepared to continue the search at another place tomorrow, just in case. And what does he do? He wastes an hour of my time going back and forth. And that's why I was like, Kevin, I gave it to you straight. I was like, I get it. I get it. He brought out the manager. I was like, okay. And then I said, that's okay. I was like, he said, not even $25 more a month. And I said, that defeats the I told you a number. I said, I promise I'm not lying to you because I don't have the time to do the lying. I promise you, that's the number. And also, he came at me for $550 for a Honda Civic. Girl. No way. So I knew.
That's not that much less than what I pay for.
Cameron,
I don't know if
Cameron
that was
pays
real.
$400 for a Lexus. And I said, for a Civic, the most economy of economy cars you can get, all I need is point A to point B, which we talked about on Sunday. But
Yeah.
this story has gone on for forever and a day. Long story short, I got the Honda Civic at the price I...
Just us today, no interview. This is
It's
it,
just
baby.
us. But I got a steel gray 2025 Honda Civic for the price I wanted. And the down payment was the amount of extra money I'm getting back from Geico. So we're at net zero. I just lost a Monday, but that's it. So I'll take it.
I'm so happy it was a happy ending, though. Sort of. It was a net neutral ending, at least. It wasn't
Just like, I was like, Kevin.
My God, why are all car salesmen like parodies of themselves? We should ask Frankie Hag why. I guess you can see why if you watch the middle. You can see why they're all so cranky and they're all just trying to like feed their families.
Yes.
And because the whole thing is just like this open secret, this sham of a business. Sorry, car people. But oh my God, I'm so sorry.
But I put on my big boy pants because if you would have asked the Brock maybe 10 years ago, I would have signed the check for that 500 price and have been like, okay, great.
That's what growing up is just not signing first offer car leases. That's all it comes down to. Well,
oh my goodness.
I've been having.
I was going to say, how are you? Tell me about you.
Yeah. Well, I have a side part today. So who knows what I'm going through?
What inspired the side part?
You know why? I think because it's just more work to do the middle part or like semi-middle. And I never would have even done it. I never would have even thought about it except for the internet. Like,
sure.
I know the whole like millennial side part, Gen Z middle part. And I was just like, well, sorry, I'm a millennial. Like, I'm keeping my side part.
Yeah.
But then it just like got to me finally. So many people on TikTok would comment being like, you should try middle part. This extreme side part, like, try middle part. And I was like, I wore middle part for 9 years. Like, I know what a middle part looks like on me. But then I like started doing it. I swear to God, it's like peer pressure. I started just like inching it further, like not as much to the side. And I was like, you know what? This does look good. This looks fine. But my hair was just like semi-greasy. And I was just like, I'm going to go back to my roots today and do a side part. And this is the most boring update. But I think it says something that's like, how are you? Well, I have a side part now.
I know the difficulties of long hair because I experienced long hair for about an hour and 15 minutes on Sunday in that Sue Heck wig.
Oh my God. And that hairline just kept coming right. It just kept creeping on down, Brog.
Yeah, it was down here. But I caught myself playing with the hair. I caught myself twirling the hair. I caught myself like, should it like be swept? Which way? I get it. What I'm saying is we have the same issues. I get it.
Do you know how to put hair in a ponytail? Like, do you know how to do I had to teach him. I had to teach Nick how to literally tie a ponytail. And I was like, you don't know how to, he was like, I don't know. I've never done this. I was like, how have you never, you're 34 years old. How have you never done this before? I was like, how do you, and he was, it never occurred to me that it's so basic. It is like breathing. You tie your hair up. So now I'm like, do people just not know this basic skill? So now I ask every guy who's had short hair. Yeah, the answer is yes.
You have to give him a crash course on how to be a girl dad, you know?
I know. And he is a fantastic girl dad. We all paint our nails together.
Oh.
He's he wears
I'll bet you he chooses a sensible blue for himself. Yeah.
How did you? Oh my God.
Really?
I'm not, yes. Literally. We actually it's not really a sensible blue, honestly. It's like a turquoise.
Oh, it's in your face. Look at me. I'm here. I'm going to sleep with your husband kind of blue. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, watch out, all other husbands.
Yeah.
So
Eden,
on that note,
this has gone on for 90 minutes. This is not what the show is. This is absolutely not what the show is.
Oh my God, we should definitely get to the actual show.
We need to move on. Eden, it's time for middle minutes.
Let's do it. I have a lot to say about this one. Today we are talking about episode 114, the yelling. Here is the summary of our episode right today. Now, here we go. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about it. I'm very excited to talk about this. All right, here's the episode. Frankie vows to stop yelling at and nagging her kids if they agree to follow through on their schoolwork and chores without her intervention. Meanwhile, Mike reluctantly takes a night job as a driver delivering snack cakes with Bob.
This was written by Rob Ulin and directed by, you're going to have to remind me how to pronounce his last name. Haggerty?
I think that's what it is. I hope so.
Okay,
Sorry, Elliot, listening.
Yeah, Elliot Haggerty. I worked with him handful of times. Loved him. He's
British.
British. Yes.
And just like so charming.
I mean, that's the thing is like I'm going to say it, cute, handsome, and he's got the accent.
He is a hottie. Oh my God,
Okay,
he is
yeah,
a Cathy, capital H. Whew, I'm already steamy. Just thinking about him.
I'm going to play this clip for him when we ask him to be on the show.
Yeah, you should. He's the one. Oh my God, I'm sorry. We will get through. I swear to God, we'll get through our middle minutes. But Brock, he is the reason why I'm able to watch Love Island in real time, UK. He showed me how to get a VPN for my computer.
Oh, I love that. So not only is he great at directing, he knows how to work the internet.
And he knows, yes, exactly. And he knows how to get to my heart. All right, back to the episode. We'll talk more about Elliot off mic and probably in this episode. But the guest cast in 114, the yelling episode of The Middle that we're talking about right now, we've got Chris Kattan. We've got Chris Kattan as Bob, and we've got Monica Judovich, I want to say, as Ellen Craig.
Small guest cast. This aired on Wednesday, February 3rd, 2010 at 8:30, 7:30 Central to 7.32 million viewers. Love that.
Love it. That was a spike. That's a spike, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Good for us. Good for us. The top movie of the week. Wow, this is nuts. Can it go away already? Top movie of the week is Avatar again.
Again.
But I guess it's its final week at number one. So your notes say?
Yes, it is.
And top song of the week. Wow, we're just stuck in time. Is TikTok by Kesha.
I don't think she's leaving I don't think she's leaving anytime soon. I'm going to be so honest.
Wow. I mean, that song is it makes sense. That song was I feel like that song was just everywhere forever. Like
yes.
It's still everywhere. You can't escape that song. You can't escape TikTok.
Those are the middle minutes. And Eden, when we come back, let's break this episode down. Okay, so give me your overall, because you had the moment we started middle minutes, I saw all your little thoughts percolating, and you're like, I'm going to save them. Give me your overarching. What are your overarchings? Okay.
Here's what I'm going to say. My first, it's not even having to do with anything with me in the episode. Mm-hmm. This is about Chris Kattan and Neil Flynn. There is a part in this episode where you see, it's like where Mike is chasing Bob.
I know exactly what you're going to say. Keep going.
Do you know what I'm going to say?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm actually curious. What do you think I'm going to say?
How Chris Kattan is running like a cartoon character.
So this is what I'm going to, that is a part of it. That is absolutely part of it. When you see, what you are seeing is not Chris Kattan and Neil Flynn.
What?
Because that's a stunt. He tackles him. He like tackles him to the ground. So it's like you can't have that happen. So that is two stunt doubles, and that I wasn't even there that night, but I heard about what happened was, and maybe someone will correct me, but I'm like 99% sure because I remember laughing so hard that Chris ran out. They like rehearsed it and they shot Chris, run out of the car and like run like a cartoon character, like arms flailing. And he ran this just ridiculous cartoonish run. And then they had to film the stunt. And the stunt guys were like running and they were like, you can't, that's not how he's running. You have to mimic, you have to do what his run. And so you see this, like you didn't even, I guess, notice what I thought was such an obvious, like, oh my God, that is not Chris Kattan. That is a stunt person. That is an athlete who is trying to be funny with his arms and not quite, like, he just looks like I guess if you don't even see it, but it looks so ridiculous to me. It looks like someone trying to do Chris Kattan's run. Like, it just looks like an athlete trying to do something that he is not meant to do. And it's twice.
Didn't even notice. Yeah, it's twice because he gets attacked. That's that joke is that he's done and then he does it one more time. Wow, I didn't even clock that.
It's all I could see. I was just like, oh my God, that is not Chris. That is not Neil. Those are stunt people trying to do this ridiculous, this insane thing that they established and couldn't take back.
Okay, I love that. I have a couple more thoughts, but I will save them for when we actually get to that moment. But
yes.
Our first little beat, their cold open for this episode. We start on a flash forward of Frankie in her PJs, trapped in an off-brand Office Depot.
Which, honestly,
piqued my interest.
It did, and I was like, how did she get there? I don't remember. I don't know. Well, let's find out.
I also like sometimes too, like they're doing now, which I like too, because I feel like the first couple episodes, or at least the first big chunk of them, part of the thing in the middle is retro stock footage is what they called it in our scripts, right? There'd be the voiceover that Frankie does, and then there's those like little clips, whether they're in black and white or they look like whatever things that they're pulling from the literal archives. But then sometimes they do the voiceover with like a flash forward. It happened in the floating anniversary, and it happened here. So I like the different flavors of ice cream we're getting with these like these our versions of like a cold open. You know what I mean? I guess you'd call those a cold open for us, right?
I don't know. I thought the cold open was specifically the thing that precedes the like opening credits, but maybe not. I think that's just Act 1. I think it goes straight into Act 1.
Just straight. That's called Act 1. There you go.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we ever had cold opens. We never did that.
No, I guess like a traditional cold open, you think of like, who does them all the time? The Office. The Office always does. It's like whatever trick Jim is playing on Dwight, and then that trick has nothing to do with the rest of the episode. That's, I guess, more of a traditional cold open.
Yeah, I mean, iconically, It's Always Sunny has really punchy cold opens. They do really like when you have a theme song. It's like something that punctuates. 30 Rock does them really well. Also, a lot of dramas, actually, some dramas do them really well. Breaking Bad did them really well. But we just had The Crow. We didn't need it. We didn't need a cold open. We were like, here's our cold open. Okay, and now here, back to the episode. Back to it. So we're at home. We're earlier. We get it. Sue is trying out for majorettes. That word was not triggering for me. It was more just like, oh my God, because I didn't know I was like, what is it called? And then it said majorettes, and I was like, yes, it is majorettes. I remember saying these lines. But Frankie is concerned because she promised to babysit. Sue promised to babysit. Frankie reminds Brick that it is Crazy Hat Day next week, and Frankie pushes Axel to work on his huge history paper that is due next week. That crazy hat thing, that it worked out exactly the way you want something to be, and then it is. Like they do exactly. I'm like, he's in a hat.
And executed perfectly.
Yeah, it's Crazy Hat Week or Crazy Hat Day. And then I'm just like, it's not Crazy Hat Day. And not because I remembered it. I was just like, it's definitely not Crazy Hat Day. And then he's like, it's not Crazy Hat Day. And it's like, perfect. Yes, that's exactly the way that should have gone. Yeah.
And also I think now, because it's so seamless and it's part of our formula now, that we always have, it's usually in the morning, I'll say, where these scenes we see all the kids come in, like all the characters are introduced, and we find out what's going on with each kind of storyline and what's happening for each person as like one person comes in, and it's Patty usually who's just floating seamlessly between each person, and it feels like a real family, but what they're actually doing is feeding the audience the necessary information through that like seamless sort of like choreography and storytelling.
Wow, Brock, you're so smart. You're so smart. Then we leave the Heck House and we're at work. We're at Ehlert's. Bob is over the moon about his 3-week anniversary with his girlfriend Charlotte, and shows Frankie all the features her phone can do. I thought that was a little heavy-handed. I was like, oh, well, how is that gonna? That was a little bit shoehorned in. Like, this is definitely setting up some exposition, like something necessary that we're gonna need for this episode, because this is weird.
Yeah, you can even take photos. Your phone does this. It can even take video.
It's like, well, I wonder if she's going to take pictures or video in this episode.
But the thing that I got most from that scene is that Bob is so weird. And as a result, what it does is it makes Frankie look like such a good friend. My God. She's really like, she is unequivocally just like by his side, and it is just being a good friend, being a good coworker. I'll go friend, because she invites him into their home. So that's a friend. That's not a coworker.
Oh, that's absolutely a friend. I never really thought about that, but it really does. Like they definitely went more family, because that's where the bread and butter was. But it was kind of nice seeing like Ehlert's and Frankie at work in general. Like really added it gave her made her a whole person. You know, it added a different dimension to Frankie. She wasn't just the naggy mom or just the mom at all. She was like, because that's a huge part of it, is that she is like, they both work. She's a working mom. So it was kind of nice seeing her like, oh, what is she like at work? She's a little different.
That's a really good point. I love you're seeing a different dimension because we are different people when we're at work versus when we're at home versus when we're with our parent. Like it's just we are different people. We show different versions of ourselves.
I certainly am. This episode rang a little too close to home.
And I am always so excited to see what version of Eden I'm going to get when we press record.
It is true when someone overlaps, when someone's really close to you, like when you've seen me with my family, like you see me with my family all the time. And so like I could be, and we've worked together and we're just friends. So it's like, you never know
see every
which one you're
dimension.
gonna get with me.
When Frankie comes home from work, Axel has yet to do what she asked, and when he starts to lash out at her, she decides to record him. This continues with Brick and Sue. Video after video of them being jerks and mouthing off to Frankie.
I loved it. I didn't know where, again, I forgot. I didn't know where it was going to go, but I was like, this is going to backfire somehow, right?
It has to. And I noticed when you're being recorded with your baton, you say, all your fault, just like you did when you did the trip. That I thought was you literally said it exactly the same.
Oh my God, I didn't even notice that. You're right.
Yeah. Again, it's very teenagery, how you say it, what you're saying. It's great.
Absolutely.
And also Atticus's motion of his finger, because there's a difference between just doing this versus the flick. When he does the flick with it, I thought that was very, very funny.
Yes. So then Mike comes home and Bob suggests that Mike rides shotgun right next to him during the night shift, delivering little Betty snack cakes to make extra cash. I do love Bob and Mike. I do. I like also that in this one they said it. There's like, it's not that Mike doesn't like Bob. It's just that.
When you're not paired, when Mike is not paired with a family member, the best people to pair him with are people that make him uncomfortable. And it happens with Bob. Some of my favorite scenes, I love you, sweet, gorgeous baby Eden. Some of my favorite scenes are with Neil because he has no idea what to do with a character like Brad. Very funny. Like what we saw last week in the interview of just like someone super chipper and telling, what's your favorite superpower in the workplace, puts him in an uncomfortable position. So when he's not with the family, the best people to pair him up with are people where they push him out of his comfort zone. It's great.
And that's why I love hanging out with Neil. All I do is force him to hug me. I tell him I love him.
Whenever I'd be on set and I wanted to get a picture with Neil, it was like, I was like, just like, me. I'm just okay. I'd put my arm around him and like I'd have Jeff or someone take a photo of us, but he would never not put his arm around me, but it would just be a little bit like, just ever so gently placed, and he's so tall that it would just like rest on top of my shoulder. As I'm like, with Neil in our photos.
But he has a really great story about him and his niece when she was like 3 years old. And he was, I don't know, an adult, but like Neil. He was already Neil. I think he was in his 20s. And he's like, holding this child, like, in front of him, kind of like, this is how you hold a child, right? And he's like finally getting comfortable with her. And then she just like turns to him and looks him dead in the eye and says, let me hear your body talk. And he freaked out. And then he realized, I don't know if he asked his sister, like, this is what your daughter said to me, or she figured it out because it was the 80s. Do you know the song? Let me hear your body talk.
Yes,
she had just like heard it, repeated it.
But
can you imagine Neil having no idea what to do? He's like, did anyone else see that? I didn't even know how to hold her to begin with.
That is so funny. Oh,
know,
just
right?
A series of misunderstandings. Oh, God. And now it's presentation time. Frankie connects the phone to the TV to show the kids how terrible they were being, but it backfires when every video, every single one of them, is Frankie screaming at the top of her lungs.
Which, by the way, every video in like 4K. These videos were being shot on a razor. I was like, okay. But who cares? I didn't care at all.
Oh my gosh, that is funny. And also, I didn't even notice that, but of course, that flip phone, that has clarity.
No.
This is Patty Heaton being written to her, like they wrote to her strengths. There's no one on earth, I'll put my career on that statement, that can do it like she does. It's so funny and so good.
It's so good and somehow doesn't come across like, ugh, like, oh God, so angry. It's this skill. The comedy anger and comedy crying, there's just a way to make it funny and not like uncomfortable. And it's just, whew, she does it. She does. Mwah, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss to Patricia Heaton. And also, and yes, I was like, I don't know how this is going to backfire, but I was like, this is perfect. And honestly, again, I only have 3-year-olds and it's too close to home, Brock. I find myself also in just these like, I've been recentered a little easier these days, but I get in full screaming matches with a 3-year-old.
Oh,
I'm just
I'm
like,
sure.
Like, sit down. Like, sit down. Go to sleep.
I love going through this now as you as a mom, because it truly, like, it's so fun to see how you've evolved from Sue into Frankie.
Genuinely, I am constantly, I can't escape it now. It is like, I am. It's that, you know, like we all become our mothers. We all become our TV mothers.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's good. And guess what? You're doing great, sweetie. I am.
My God.
I'm Kris Jenner taking photos of you saying, you're doing amazing, sweetie. You're doing great.
I'm there. I'm my kid's mom and you're my stage mom.
Absolutely. I will wear that title proudly. When we come back from commercial, Frankie decides she is going to change. She tells the kids she will calmly tell them to do something once and then trust that they can do it on their own.
Me.
When they're getting into bed, it's that to me is just like such smart. It's a married couple, because she's like, Frankie's like, I'm going to change. And Mike just shrugs and turns off the light and says, you know, with a shrug and says, it'll get sorted out later. It's going to be fine.
That's me. That was me today. Trying to let my kids just do their own thing while they're mini golfing and not micromanage and not like tell them what to do when they're getting frustrated. But how do you not engage when you see the answer so clearly? It's so clear.
I do have a question for you. And you did tell me you didn't keep score, but I do have to know which twin won. I'll bleep the name.
No, I mean, I'll say it because I call them specific ones. Baby A. The reason why she won is because she was actually hitting the ball with the putt, whereas Baby B was just throwing them into the water.
And who had to go get the ball out of the water? You or Nick?
Me. Well, I mean, both of us.
And who won between you and Nick? Don't lie to me.
Nick, because he was the only one actually hitting the ball, trying it all. I was just like hitting with 2 putts. I was like throwing the ball not into the water, but like rolling it. I was chasing my kids with the balls. He was like, here I go, setting up my shot.
Aiming, taking time. Yeah. Oh, also, what I noticed, I had a flashback of remember when we were interviewing Patty at the studio, and she was saying how she does really well, and it's all about being in comedy, whatever, where she takes this example from Raymond, where she gets her wedding ring and it's fake. And she's like, oh my God, I can't. I thought I lost it. And what did you do? And she has that like really nice transition. She did the same, but different, where she's like trying to calmly talk to the kids and they keep getting on her nerves and then she ends up yelling, and she does it so funny and so expertly. But just seeing that reminded me of that little example she gave us when we were interviewing her at the studio.
So Bob calls the house to tell Mike that he's officially hired at Little Betty, but Axel picks up the phone and Frankie tries through Bob to get Axel to work on his report. She tries to nag without being the one nagging. Because that always works.
There's my hardworking kids. There's my kids. So funny. It's like a pressure cooker.
Just the joke structure of there's a lot on TV.
3 days in, and just when Frankie is about to lose it, she's pleasantly surprised to see Brick got his own hat, Sue arranged her own ride to majorette tryouts, and Axel was working on his report. I do have something, and I'm wondering if you saw this as well. So you have your baton, right? You're leaving to go out the front door. Your baton gets stuck in, I don't know what you want to call that. It's not a partition, but that little thing. What do you want to call it? Whatever that little like
I don't know
decorative
what it's
whatever
called.
is.
I think it's a partition, but I don't know what you're going to say, but I have a memory about that. I saw it and I was like, oh my God, I remember doing this.
It didn't get stuck. You just poked it through. It like it was like there's nothing for it to get like really stuck on. But like
Brock, I was like, so I remember shooting it. I remember shooting it and blocking it and then being like, yeah, and it gets stuck in there. And I was like, this is so small. And these little holes are so big. Like, this would never get stuck. And they were like, well, no one's going to notice. No one's going to notice. And I was like, okay, I'll just make it work. Like, I'll just do it. I'll fake it, you know? Like, just fake it. Just like, you know, it's stuck. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. And I think I made it work as best I could. But looking at it, I was like, does anyone believe that was stuck in there? Because that is such a giant, massive, like there's it wasn't even close to being. How could it possibly have gotten stuck in there?
I have an alt when you go to reshoot this because that's going to happen. I think reshoots are happening next week. Why don't you just knock down the coat rack? Because I think the coat rack's on the other side. You're like twirling your baton, you're getting ready, and you just like you turn to say goodbye, and it knocks down the coat rack or something like that.
We needed you there, Brock, I think is the lesson here.
You know what? It's okay. You still made a very successful show that lasted 9 seasons on network television.
You know why? Also, do you know why that got through? Because it was Elliot. Because we all felt safe in Elliot's hands. We all were just like, okay, Elliot, whatever.
Okay,
sure.
whatever. You twirl your hair. Whatever you say, Elliot.
I don't want to be creepy. Brock.
No, never.
But he, you definitely just wanted to please Elliot. Because he also was just like so nice. He wasn't just like, he's such a prince. He was just like so sweet and so funny. And he was just like capital C cool. Same with Ken. And God, we had a lot of like cool kid, but like really
and like
awesome.
Elliot had like a disarming smile too. I remember that.
Oh my God. Just like, just a melting
Do you follow him on
smile.
Instagram? He's got also just like the cutest family as well. Okay, enough about Elliot. Elliot's not here.
But Elliot, back to the episode. So false high. Here we go. And now, just as Frankie enjoys her newfound freedom from nagging, everything turns upside down. Sue forgets to cancel her babysitting job. Brick has lice from his hat. Definitely made me laugh. And Axel's report is actually due tomorrow, and he doesn't have an Oxford-ready clip-clear front report cover.
This scene is, I think, one of my favorites of the series. Patty makes me laugh. It's a combination of things. One, it starts out, the chunk of the bath salts coming out as a literal block, laughed out loud. And then how she says, we have to strip the sheets and burn the house down. There's stakes to it, but it's almost just like so matter of fact. And then when she goes, and I gotta go to Office Depot, hold this baby.
I stopped. I was like, I paused the show and I turned to Nick and I was like, that was an incredible joke structure. Because what happened, I was like, I laughed, but what it is he's like, I'm responsible or whatever. And she's like, you're not responsible at all. Hold this baby. No. It was like, you're not responsible at all. Watch this baby. And I was like, that expertly written, expertly delivered. Great. Made me laugh.
So funny. Did you notice there's one shot where it's not the baby?
What?
Oh, yes. There's one shot. It's I think it's all but the shot. Patty's coverage is a little bit wider. And then when they I think it's just the one shot they get in for just a little bit tighter on her. There's no baby. It's a block of red plaid flannel. Because in every scene, you very clearly see the child's face. But then it goes back to Charlie, and then they cut back to Patty, and they try to pawn it off like the baby's head has turned this way, and so you see from the side. I was like, that's not a baby. That's a cinder block wrapped in plaid. I
mean, I give so much. I will say I give so much leeway when it comes to infants shooting.
Yes.
Like you can't.
No.
Yeah.
With Dr. Odyssey that we filmed, there's a newborn in there that I was around for. And the level of, the hours, it's so crazy. Everyone was super like, they're like prepping for, okay, the mom and dad are coming. It's a set of twins. They're a couple weeks old. No one talk. We can't let it cry. And the mom is just like, you guys can talk. We have dogs and teenagers and like all like she's like, you can like scream and yell, like my baby's fine. But the preciousness, but it had to have been either both kids, I assume they got a set of twins, were crying, or that one kid couldn't stop crying, or they had to be done with the kid because the hours are so crazy. Because I was like, there's no other, why would they wrap a cinder block in plaid and try to put it off as a baby?
It's for sure.
Yeah,
it was the hours. It's the hours. It also was like, it's just shooting with the baby is just more difficult in general. Like you don't want to, you want to shoot with as little actual baby as possible. So I get it. I didn't even notice. I actually didn't even notice. I was so fixated on
Patty. It's crazy. It's only one singular shot. So they got around it. And so but it was there.
It was there.
At work with Bob, Mike sees Bob's girlfriend is breaking up with him. Yikes. And when Bob has a breakdown, Mike has to tackle him twice. And when Mike learns Bob's just looking for something as nice as what he has, Mike softens and invites him for dinner. That
very
flailing
sweet.
run, very sweet. That flailing run was crazy. It's funny. That's the thing you notice about the stunt double. I noticed it because I was like, that's insane. That's crazy. That is cartoonish.
It really is cartoonish. And I really did forget. Chris has made me laugh. Chris has made me laugh a lot.
Yeah. Especially now that they know what to do with him. He's also Chris is, they're giving him the material, but he knows what he's doing with it now. Yes. Does that make sense?
Could not remember a damn line for the life of him. But when he did, delivered great. Absolutely just great. Got. I feel okay saying that. I don't talk ill of anyone, but I feel okay saying that because that's a thing.
The truth. Eden, you're sharing your experience, and your experience was, okay, Chris, I need you to know these lines, honey, because I got to go home.
So now Frankie's at the fake Office Depot, which is also the Frugal Hoosier. And fun fact. And Frankie finds it. The Oxford Ready Clip Clear Oxford Ready Clip.
Eden, let's go back to one. Give me the top of that line one more time. Let's get it from the top. Let's get a clean version and action.
At the fake Office Depot, which is also the Frugal Hoosier, Frankie finds the Oxford Ready Clip Clear Front report cover. Nice. But just as she soaks in her victory, she gets locked in the store. Wah, wah. And when the family finally arrives to get her out of the store, Frankie lets them have it. But fantastic reveal, as you knew it was coming, because they set it up with her when she's banging on the door saying like help, and you can't hear her.
Right.
Like they preempt it. They foreshadow it or whatever.
Right.
And so Mike and the kids cannot hear her at all through the glass. And when Mike says, heads down, look ashamed, just look ashamed, that made me laugh.
So good. And that reveal, because I guess you're right. I didn't even notice that they foreshadowed it in the beginning with a flash forward, but it made me laugh when they like truly, she's like, because again, they have like the brilliant Patty yelling monologue and then hard turn to, they don't hear a single thing. It's brilliant. Genius. Love it. All the things.
It's perfect.
Great episode. Such a fun episode.
Great fun episode. The last thing I will say, just real quick, just on this, I'm just relating it back to my real life, is that my kids, I heard one of them today whisper. I don't know what she whispered about, but she said, she called over her sister and she said, hey, Baba, you need to give me Isabella or whatever. They had a little action figure. And or mommy will freak out.
Would you have freaked out or no?
I have no idea. I was like, I was like, did one of the little figurines just fall into the potty with your whole big poop? And she was like, no. And I was like, then why would I freak out? Did you say I would freak out? What are you talking about? Why would I freak out? And Made me think of this. Made me think of Frankie. Like, oh, I guess I do freak out. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. But you know what? If you do freak out, they deserve it. And that's the truth. That's the truth. You are never in the wrong. I know that. I know that in my soul.
And on that fine note, we'll be right back. So last week we read a letter from Cathy, who told us about her incredible middle themed party, and we reached back out and we asked if we could see pictures and send us the middle quiz. And oh boy, did she deliver. We're going to post these pictures to our Instagram because they're oh so good. So the invitation, if you're only listening and not seeing it, if you're seeing it, great. It says, where can you find fun people like these and have a great night celebrating the best TV show ever? Oh my God, Cathy.
Oh my God.
Stop. Join us at Sally's house Thursday, March 31st, 6:30 p.m. for a heck of a bash. Also, 6:30 p.m. That is my kind of time. That's my time to start a party.
And there were activities, so you have to be prompt. It's not like 6:30 you show up at, 6:45, 7. No. You're there at 6:30 because games and fun ensues at precisely 6:30.
I love a scheduled party. Oh my God, I am not kidding. Oh, I love a mapped out, like a sectioned party,
You should go to one of Priscilla's parties. You would love a Priscilla party then. She's got a schedule.
I would. Oh, I love a Priscilla. I have a feeling I would really love a Priscilla schedule.
Oh, yes. And she has games and she gets very competitive and you get very competitive. So you would thrive in one of her games.
We'd have to be on the same team then.
Yeah.
Okay, now we've got party goers here. You tell me. Oh my God.
We have Cathy. I don't know which one's Cathy with one of her friends and another one of her friends, but one is dressed up as Cindy with the hat. They have like Indiana shirts on and they have middle themed attire. It's great. It's so funny.
The frugal Hoosier shrimp, the Jello cake. Oh my God.
Jello cake, they have a brownie in the shape of Indiana. The food, the Spudsy's potato bar. They really, really went all out. I love a theme, and I love when they go full tilt into that theme. Cathy, bravo.
This is truly more work than I've ever put into anything in my whole life for this one party.
Except maybe that side part for today.
Except for this one. No, Brock, opposite. That's the reason why I didn't do the middle part. Is because I couldn't be bothered.
Because so the side part is the easy, the middle part is the hard one.
Yes.
I
just didn't have it in me today.
I see.
I was too tired.
Okay, I see. Okay, so now Cathy sent us, there were 3 different quizzes that they had. So they had a music themed one, a quotes themed one, and what we're going to do, sweet little gorgeous baby Eden, is the Jeopardy one. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so I haven't looked at these. I'm hoping it works. Okay, share.
Wow, this is so detailed.
So detailed. Okay, so Eden, we have the categories of the Heck family, notable and quotable, school days, friends and neighbors, what's in a name, and hecking it up. Eden, share what category and for how much?
Okay, let's start. I'm going to start easy, see what happens. We're going to do friends and neighbors for 200.
Okay, great. 200. Eden.
Yeah.
So answer, group where Brick met Zach, who thinks he's a cat.
Oh, we just
we're about to recap this one coming up.
We are. What is social group, right?
Yes. What is social skills group?
Social skills. Okay, great. Wow. Look at me.
You best believe. Okay. So not looking, because I have to scroll back up. Okay. I'll take category. Should I go? I'm going to try a 3-er. Hecking it up. I'm going to do 300. So this one says, Brick's bunkmate at Reverend oh God, I'm never going to know. Brick's bunkmate at Reverend Tim Tom's Wilderness Jesus Jail. I have no clue. I'm out. I'm negative 300. Who is Blake Ferguson? Oh, wait. I do remember what he looks like because the mom isn't the mom Amy from Everybody Loves Raymond?
Oh, is that
I-
right? Yes, that makes sense. I wonder if that is that because remember the Fergusons, he gets like left behind or like he gets switched with the Fergusons.
Yes, and then
So
I
that-
think I could be so wrong. The middle fans are going to go crazy if we're wrong. And because then I think there's a separate episode, or maybe it's the same episode, where Amy, who played Deborah Barone's best
Yeah.
friend, is the mom. I think.
Wait, no,
I
no,
think
it
those are
didn't
the same
play her.
storylines.
It wasn't her best friend. It was Brad Garrett. It was what's his face's wife.
Yeah, they started out as friends, and then that's how Brad Garrett and Amy became married.
Oh, wow! Look at me. Wow, fans are gonna get mad at
Wow.
me too.
Now you got the middle fans coming after you and Raymond fans, and guess what? I'm a Raymond fan.
Oh no, I don't want. I was gonna say I don't want people like you coming after me, but it's like, oh, people like you, and I'm like, yeah, I mean like type A driven people who are absolutely going to do something.
Be like,
People like
actually,
you.
Let me push up my glasses. Actually, it's this. Okay, so you're up by 200. I'm negative 300. What category would you
Okay.
like next, and for what amount?
Well, I'm also going to go. I just want to try the hard ones. I just want to see.
Mm.
We're gonna do. Did I do Heck Family? Let's do the Heck Family. I'm
Ooh.
part of that, right?
Okay, heck,
for
family.
500.
You want a fiver?
I want a fiver.
Okay.
we're gonna try it.
Answer. Got a mean case of the VD freshman year in college.
What? Excuse me?
I just saw the answer. I have no idea. Got
Wait.
a quote mean case of the VD freshman year in college.
VD?
I have no idea what that means.
I mean, it's someone in the Heck family, so it's either me or Axel. So
You would think, and it's not. I have no idea. I don't even know who this is.
is the VD? -5. I'm down 500. Who? What?
Who is Grandpa Tag? Do you know who that is?
Oh yeah, Grandpa Tag. Oh, that's from a story. That's
Oh.
it's Frankie's dad.
Oh. Got it. That's what's his face? Van Dyke?
Yeah, Jerry Van Dyke.
Got it.
Oh my God, Cathy.
Wow.
Oh my
But it's-
God. Okay.
Yeah, Cathy. My God, Cathy. Good for you, honey. Okay, so I'll do school days. I'm gonna go easy, Eden, for 100. School
Okay.
days for 100.
Okay.
Sue faxed her application for this while driving Axel to college. So you would have been in junior year,
I have
senior
a-
year of high school, if you're driving Axel to college.
I think
Would
I
it
know
have
what it
been-
is. Just
Would it
through
have
context.
been financial aid?
That would be my guess.
Okay, let's see if I'm right. No. What is JP Law, Junior Peer Leadership Advisor?
Oh wow. Leadership advisor, GP Law. Oh my God, I remember GP Law. Oh my God, there's
Okay.
so much shit. We're not even. I can't.
Okay.
We're only in season 1. So much happens.
I know. Okay, let's do one more each. You're up. What's your final one you want to choose?
Let's try what's in a name. 300.
Okay. JB and JC in Reverend Tim Tom's Christmas speech to Brick. So who is JB? Who is JC?
Oh.
This is funny.
Oh. Justin Bieber and Jesus Christ.
Yes, that's it.
Who are
Congrats.
Justin Bieber?
That's good.
Okay,
That's
great.
funny. JB and JC. That's good. Okay. I'll do notable and quotable 200. Patriotic Sue quote. Probably
Oh.
like
you know this.
I love America so much. Something like that, right? It's got to
That's
be.
it.
I love America.
I just love America so much. She said it all the time.
There it is. Yep. Yes. Good. I just love America so much. Wow, you got it verbatim, word for word. Well, you played Sue Heck.
I said it multiple times this season. I literally referenced that line in my One Moment Show.
Oh, I don't remember that. Okay, great. Well, I can't wait to see it again.
Yeah. February.
Okay, so Cathy, good for you, honey. That was incredible.
Yeah, that was tough. I want to see all. So now we've done. I want to see all the pictures, or I want to see all the questions.
Wow, Eden, we did it. We arrived. We caught up. You saw my Jeff Probst shirt. We did middle minutes. I told you about Kevin from Honda downtown Los Angeles. We recapped an episode, and we played some Jeopardy. God, we did a lot today.
God, we also talked about my part. for like 10 minutes.
Oh my God, the most important part. We talked about your
So
part.
we really did it. I can't believe we handled ourselves brilliantly, Brock. We don't need a guest, but we really need one next week.
Actually, funny you say that. So next week, here, how about this? Talk about transitions. Speaking of that, Eden, next week we'll be recapping episode 115, Valentine's Day, and we'll be interviewing our production designer, Randy Sher.
Oh, I'm so excited. So excited to talk to him. So excited for everything.
Eden, I love you. I'm gonna see you in about 30 seconds because we're recording another episode right after this.
I'm so excited. I'm going to miss you for those 30 seconds, Brock.
Me too. Okay, bye everybody.
Bye, everybody. Love you.